Alright, hey YouTube, C Smith 0406 here. I want to do one more video on a gun I picked up from a place called Franklin's in Athens, Georgia. And this is something I really did not know anything about, and it's another one of those things that's not on YouTube. So, like I told you in the first video, I think I did, I'm going to be picking up stuff, you know, that's not on YouTube that I don't find, and stuff that I find interesting and pretty cool, and want to show off to people that haven't necessarily seen it, or they're in the market for one and they try to find information on it, and all they find is either Google posts or Google images, but not necessarily videos kind of showing or reviewing the product that they're looking at. So hopefully that makes sense. And basically what I got here, I picked up from Franklin's in Athens, Georgia, and it's a Remington 870. And that sounds pretty basic, but it's not necessarily basic. This is a Remington 870 Special. It's a Wingmaster, but they don't call it a Wingmaster. It's called a Remington Model 870 Special, and it's got, what makes it special is the English stock, which is pretty awesome. I saw this gun sitting there in this 21-inch barrel, vented rib barrel with interchangeable chokes. But Wingmaster parts, everything. The gun did not come stock with this polished pump arms there. Did not come stock with that. I actually, long story short, ended up polishing those out. We'll just leave it at that. Ended up polishing those out. I would rather them not be polished, but that's the way it had to be. So it is what it is on that deal. But this gun is awesome. I know I say that about everything, but this gun is really something special. I first saw it sitting there on Franklin's shelf, sitting there, and I just couldn't believe that it had not got bought up yet. First time I saw it, I said, "Oh, that's pretty interesting." Went up and looked at it. I mean, it was just smooth as it could be, and said, "Wow, that's really cool." 21-inch barrel. And the reason I looked at it is I had just picked up a Remington 870 in the express version, bought it off Bud's gun shop. It was a turkey model, 21-inch barrel, vented rib, which is a very hard combo to find in anything 870 nowadays with a regular stock on it. You have to buy the turkey version, and you cannot buy it with wood stocks anymore. So, long story short, bought the camo turkey version off of Bud's online. I bought the laminate stocks, kind of like what comes on the newer 870s from Walmart or Bud's or wherever, the newer, cheaper Model Express 870s. Bought those on eBay, took off the camo, sold them on eBay, put on the laminate, and had a nice little 21-inch vented rib Parkerized 870. But that gun was a hunk of shit. I couldn't believe it. I mean, just the quality of 870s that I've had. I'm trying to remember if I have any more now. This is the only one I have now. I've sold the rest of them. But anyway, it was nothing like I used to have. I mean, the 870s I've had in the past, I've never had problems out of. That gun, the extractor, they started putting this, I think they call it a MIM, which is basically a molded injection something or another formed extractor, and it was a piece of junk. I mean, to be honest with you, that's pretty much all I could say. I mean, I did all kinds of things to that gun trying to get to work, but out of the box, you fire one time, you pump it, the shell stays, it pulls the shell out, leaves it in the chamber, or I mean, it pulls it out, leaves it in the right there on the feed ramp, or it did all kinds of stupid stuff. It would leave it locked up in the chamber, and I mean, it didn't matter what kind of shells you shot. It was always something. It would stovepipe. I mean, it was always something with that gun. And I put the new steel extractor in it, polished the barrel, polished everything, polished it up, and it still had its problems. And I couldn't believe it. I mean, to buy a product from Remington and have that happen was unbelievable. But there is tons of reviews on that happening, and it's just a common thing with them. And I wouldn't buy another one for nothing. So it is what it is. When you start getting cheap with stuff and stuff like that starts happening, you start losing quality control nowadays, and it's not fun anymore. But this gun right here is awesome. I really love it. I mean, it's exactly what I was looking for. Not necessarily looking for that stock, but now that I've got it, I mean, it's quick, it's really fast, and you know, I take it out and shoot it. You know, I do a lot of talking in these videos, but then again, you're still, if you want to look at the gun, there it is, you know. But what I do on Thursday nights, we've got a Sporting Clays Course 5-stand skeet place down the road here, Old Hudson Plantation. Neil and Nancy, they're awesome. Again, if you're in the area, check them out. They're awesome. They do guns. Everything's 8% over cost. So anything you want to buy, any gun you want, they'll order it in, give it to you 8%. 8% over cost. Anyway, this is my 5-stand gun. So anybody who shoots Sporting Clays, skeet, or 5-stand, you know what I'm talking about. This is my 5-stand gun. I go out there. I shot 40 out of 50 last week with this gun. I've shot better. I've shot 25 out of 25 with this gun on 5-stand, and I mean, the best scores I've ever gotten on 5-stand were with a short barrel shotgun like this. On Sporting Clays and things like that, where you got a lot of crossers, you know, I do take that Benelli or my Remington 1187 or whatever, something with a little longer barrel on it, one of the duck guns. But you know, this gun right here for 5-stand, just punching, just pointing and shooting, punching. It's really it's a great gun for that. 21-inch bend and rib barrel with that choke, and it's really cool. But anyway, just wanted to hit on that gun right there, show you the stock on it. Thought that was pretty cool. There's not many guns like this. It was made in the late 80s. For those of you interested in that, it was made in the late 80s, and really cool gun. Pretty interesting. So, all blued barrel, 21 inches. So, bend and rib. Pretty neat. Hope y'all enjoyed that video. Just wanted to show it off. Appreciate it.